Could you live in and travel in a Toyota Camry with a toddler? Well, this Nomad did, and 2.5 years later, they have covered 100,000 miles. You might be inclined to feel sorry for them, but this lifestyle is by choice, and they are having the time of their lives as this bright, curious, and oh so active little girl is getting the education of a lifetime. She describes her car bed as perfect. So come on, let's check out life on the road in a Toyota Camry.
You gotta hold still so she can get you, baby.
Well, hello, Sedena. It looks like you two are having a good time here.
We are.
And we met in Quartzsite.
We did.
And I learned that you and Aya live in a Toyota Camry.
Yes.
Well, you know what? What do you say we go over and introduce you and Aya to my Globies and learn a little bit more about what life is like on the road in a Toyota Camry?
I'd love to show you.
All right, let's go on over.
Let's show off the car. Come on.
Well, Globies, I think this is going to be a treat for you. Learning about traveling in a Toyota Camry with a 4-year-old. Now, if that's not a challenge, I don't know what is. But let's go ahead and meet Sedena and Aya and learn all about their journeys. Well, thank you so much, Sedena, for doing this interview with me and tour. I really appreciate it. When I met you in Quartzsite and you told me that you lived in your Toyota Camry with your 4-year-old, I thought, this is a lady I really need to talk to and my Globies will want to meet. So you've been doing this for how long now?
About 2.5 years since we converted it, but my daughter's been traveling since she was 3 months old, and I've been traveling for a decade. So.
All right. But since you've been traveling in this last 2.5 years or so, you put how many miles on your car?
100,000.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, we like to drive.
So you're telling me you're almost full-time. You have a home base with your mom where you stay when you need to go recharge and do a few things.
Mm-hmm.
But you're at 100,000 miles in 2 years. You're on the road most of the time.
Oh yeah, all the time. We like going literally from mountains to mountains across the whole U.S.
Well, what an education she's getting at 4 and going to be able to connect all of the things that she learns about in history about the United States to sites that she's actually seen.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yep.
hands-on. That's amazing.
Hands-on geography.
Yes, yes. And geology, going to Yellowstone and different places where she can see, you know, things. So now tell me, what made you decide to basically travel like this with a child? Because I know it's a lot more difficult.
It's very difficult some days. But she actually does a lot better in the car than we do in a home.
Oh, really? And why
yeah.
do you think that is?
Just seeing all the different sights, and she loves to change the scenery, and our routine is the same every day, but our scenery is very drastically different every place we go. So it's a way for her to, I think, just kind of express herself in her own way, because she finds little things from every place that she really likes and enjoys. Like when we were in Quartzsite, she fell in love with snow quartz.
Okay.
So just little pieces she takes from every place we go. And
Well, we're here interviewing. We're here at a park. It's a wetlands park, and it's got a beautiful playground there, and then another beautiful playground over here. So, I mean, now, well, we're going to, you know what, I think we may do a video just talking about homeschooling on the road.
yeah.
But this one, we're going to focus more on your travel and how you live in your I was going to say van, but how you live in your car.
Yeah.
And how do you finance your travels?
Well, I have my own business that I travel with. I have an Etsy shop and then a Facebook group as well. And then I also do DoorDash and Instacart to kind of supplement in between.
Now, what is the name of your business and what is your product or service?
So I make reusable cloth menstrual and incontinence pads, and also custom underwear.
Okay.
And my business name is Stich in Time by Sedena.
Stich in Time by Sedena. And how are you spelling your name?
Sedena. Sedena.
Okay, so go over and look up Stitch in Time by Sedena. And I see over here, I was looking, you were telling me, you just said that you use every inch of your car.
I do. I utilize every inch. So down here I have all my business stuff.
Okay.
So I'm able to ship. And it's a little dirty. We've been in the desert for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
But this is all my shipping materials and like poly mailers. This is all fabric that I have, so I can do custom orders on the road.
And you also told me that you travel with a sewing machine.
Yeah, so I have all my products down there as well. And then I have 2 sewing machines, but I brought only my serger this time, so I can do underwear. So
you're a traveling working nomad.
Yeah. Self-taught seamstress on the road.
And you do homeschool with your daughter.
I do.
And you're going to explain and show a little bit about the homeschooling?
Yeah, a little bit of what we do. So we do, this is one of her favorite books that we have, The Ocean Anatomy, and it teaches her all about ocean life. This is one of her biggest things right now.
That's very advanced. That's kind of advanced for a 4-year-old.
Yeah, and she actually can tell you what a dorsal fin is, and I had to look it up myself.
Yeah. Can you show me in your car how you have it set up? So, how you cook, how you use the bathroom, because there are a lot of people that are moving into cars out of necessity. Now, you're not doing this out of necessity, it's out of choice. Is that correct?
Yes, correct. We choose to do that. I'll show you back here.
Okay, so
my pantry here.
Okay, so what's in your pantry?
Okay, so let me move this guy then. This is my potty scents.
Oh, okay, so you have a tent when you're able to camp.
So when we go boondocking or, wherever we're isolated, we're able to set that up.
Okay.
So I did not put it back in the bag, so.
Okay.
But yeah, so this is my hamper. And we put all our clothes in, and this is my pantry here.
So all of you and Aya's clothes are in there?
Yep. Well, what's dirty, yeah, and then we have 1 bag each for clothing. So I'll show that inside in a minute.
And then over here is, so this is your kitchen, your food supplies?
Yeah, so a lot of soups and rice, oatmeal, quinoa, ramen.
Now do you have a butane stove by chance?
I have a propane stove, so I have a 2-burner propane.
Okay, so when you're somewhere where you can set up, and recently you were camping at a campground at BLM, so you were able to set everything else up.
Yes, everything was set up nicely. I had a nice little tent spot set up. I have a 6-person tent in there as well, so I set up when I need to spread out some and rearrange the car or anything to that nature. And this is the other part of my pantry. I just keep a little Coleman, and I literally only fill this cup up with ice as I go, so I stop and get ice. I need more ice now, obviously.
So that's only how much ice you keep?
Yeah, this is how much ice I keep on hand at all times.
Okay.
So if I'm boondocking, I'll get a bag of ice, and then I'll usually last 2 or 3 days.
But typically you only have that cup when you're traveling.
I do this because we just go to gas stations or smaller spots.
Okay. Why don't you show us exactly where you and Aya sleep in the car, and then you can show us how you set it up.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
So come on this way. And this is the main sleeping platform that I have here. So it's already set up. These are just all extra pillows and blankets, my jacket, that kind of thing. So these go in the back window for privacy.
Okay.
So we have the smaller pillows that go up there.
Oh, so that's kind of your curtain.
Yep. So that's our back curtain because I still need Reflectix for the back one. I have all the others covered but that one.
Okay.
And then this is just kind of the sleeping platform that I did. I did a table and cut down the legs.
Oh, so you have, I see a table there that the legs are cut off, and and that's where you put.
Yep, and that's my sleeping platform there.
So now where do you sleep and where does Aya sleep?
So I sleep on this side.
Okay.
And I'm 5'8" and I can fully extend all the way to the ends.
So you move that over and you sleep here, and I see you have pillows back there and you sleep here.
Yep.
And then Aya sleeps where?
In the passenger seat.
And
so she gets the heating pad and the
sleeping bag?
Sleeping bag, yep.
And then
we have a couple extra blankets in case it gets extra cold.
So what happens? The seat goes down?
Yep. So
Okay. Now, I did ask Sedena to get in bed. Sorry.
Quite comfy. I might take a nap.
All right, but this is how you sleep.
Yes.
And it fits all the way in. And I see the power station is up there right now. But usually...
I can fully extend all the way, and I still got a couple inches. And I'm 5'8".
And usually you said you have the power station in between or behind the passenger seat.
Yeah, I put it right here in between. So I put it
Okay.
down so it's kind of covered. So, you know.
Okay. And then I will go over and I will show Aya's. But so, and you're comfortable like this?
Yes, very much so. I sleep very well.
Oh my goodness.
And we don't have a mattress or anything. It's just lots of blankets stacked.
And you have a heated pad for Aya.
Yep.
Now,
I run quite warm, but she does not. So.
And so you heat that up. What kind of power bank are you using?
So I use the Rockpals 500 watt.
Okay, and that's enough for all of your needs?
Yeah.
Do you have a solar panel?
I do. I have a 100 watt foldable solar panel, the Rockpals as well.
Now, what all do you power up with that?
Okay, so I charge 2 cell phones, a smart watch. Her DVD player runs basically all day long. She loves this thing. I use it for my sewing machine, and then just kind of little odds and ends. So like our USB fans and our USB light that we have, our lantern that needs to be charged.
Now, how long do you think you will be doing this for?
Until my health gives up and I'm no longer able to do it. So
okay. So for a while, hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully. Many years to come, hopefully.
All right. Well, oh my. Well, we're going to do another video and you're going to share about how you finance your travels.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to go around briefly and just show Aya lying in her bed and how she does while you're on the road.
Yeah.
And this is Aya's bed, and as I said, you have a heating pad under it. And what kind of heating pad? That's an Ergo Drive, and you really like that?
Yeah, it's really warm, and it stays warm. It retains the heat really well, especially in the sleeping bag. You're
the second person who uses a heating pad, a seat heating pad for warmth at night, and apparently it's very effective. I'm going to try that.
It really is.
So how do you like your bed, Aya?
It looks perfect.
It's perfect. Okay, well, right from her mouth, she says it's perfect, so I believe her. Well, Sedena, thank you so much. I'm seeing here the pillow. You said this is extra storage too.
Yep.
So you have your blankets in there?
A bunch of blankets. I think we have like 4 or 5 blankets in here.
Okay.
So lots of blankets. We're from Chicago, so it's cold.
Well, thank you so much for sharing your, oh my goodness, your home on wheels in a Toyota Camry. And we may be doing another video that you share about, you know, traveling on the road with a child and what it's like, and some pointers for people who are going to be embarking on this kind of journey.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for taking the time. I appreciate it, and we'll hopefully see you maybe at the next RTR or maybe down the road.
Definitely.
All right. See you later. Bye, Aya. Bye, Sedena.